Hello and welcome to another dramatic reading by me and Zen84. Today, let's continue with Super Sentai versus Power Rangers. It's with Chapter 14, Death Dark Gets Cold. In the last chapter, the Goggle 5 team were defeated by Jaryu Mozu. Well, no, they tried using their attacks on it, but they proved worthless. However, they have noticed that Jaryu Mozu could overheat or they need to cool him down. So, we've got two weaknesses, but they were facing the challenge of not getting singed, that's probably singed, I don't know, by such an awful heat. Can the villains not think of any other plan to make the Sentai overheat to death? It seems rather boring. The lightning trick did get us out this time, but not next time. We just got lucky for now, said Tsubasa. I honestly think it's going to take a lot more than that to prevent being singed to death by that new monster, said Satoru. Okay. It's only going to take brains and not brawn to beat that monster. You keep using that phrase. I'm not sure you know what it means. Okay, let's see. That's the whole idea how we win. Win by both brains and brawn. I thought it was brains, not brawn, but mostly brains. I think Kimberly has her brains here right now. Sexist much? I was thinking about it, bro. We need to figure out what Death Dark United Lines of Evil are doing right now. Maybe time to split up a team for now. Catherine should stay here though to act as monitor. She's got time to release the spy camera into space, said Rocky. Okay. What do you mean? Why would being in space be helpful? Oh, okay. Hey, I can agree to that. I don't have any powers as of right now, said Catherine. Kimberly, I do wish you the best. Thanks, Kat, said Kimberly. Come here, Blythe. Like every good policeman does, scout the area. Really do need all the help we can get. I don't know how the enemy can survive, but all victory flashed, said Kenichi. Hey, what if Death Dark has found a solution for all their problems? There's a possibility to that, Kanpei. Or that it's futuristic equipment. No, it's the Deus Ex. Okay. I have a feeling soon enough we need to develop a stronger fighting technique, but now is not the time. I'm not quite sure if Kuroda was the smart guy this chapter's portraying him as in the series, but yeah. I was thinking about it, but that monster does get overheated, said Satu. So we best use our brawns to attack the monster. Okay, one, brawns is not a term people use, and two, how the hell would overpowering a monster cause it to overheat? I did okay, or better yet, if chance comes, cool it, said Kimberly. Okay, how is cooling supposed to help its weakness is overheating? Surely cooling it would make it stronger. Everybody was in deep thought. They had to find a way to distract the force of Death Dark and the United Lines of Evil. Meanwhile, the force of darkness, namely the Jaryu and the United Lines of Evil. So is V1 gone rogue now? Is he actually living up to the promise of rebelling against Radige's tyrannical ineptitude? Because I am here for that. However, you know about Jaryu, wrong place, seen planting bombs in certain locations which will go off as soon as Mount Fuji explodes. Why would you need the bombs if you're going to set off Mount Fuji? Surely you can do what? Only need to do one. His plan should work well, said Yuja. Gaja, prepare the bombs. Yes, we want Saba, said Gaja, grumbling. Okay, why is Gaja speaking to V1 with such respect? The author doesn't seem to know what Sama actually means. Shizuka and Yaiba began to prepare everything. It'd be enjoyable if I can kill Masumi myself here. Good luck with that, Yaiba, since Masumi is not here. He killed me the last time. I want to return the favor, said Yaiba of the darkness. The bombs are firmly activated. They intend to heat from a volcano for them to explode and cause a massive explosion. So if they're nowhere near the volcano, they're not going to go off no matter what I do. Death Giller and Berserker were getting delighted with the new plan. This is marvelous, Death Giller. Fiora Tapo is most likely going to reward us greatly for this when we succeed, said Berserker. Well then, looks like the heat process will take some time, said Death Giller. It'll be interesting to drown the Goggle 5 in the lava. Unknown to them, Blue is stowed away in the Vilock, because we haven't taught him enough this thick.
trying to prove himself worthy to be United Alliance of Evil for a higher position than a slave. That is a humble goal, and I can respect him for that. Flair is at the Vilock. You just said that, hoping to show his worth to his Emperor hiding somewhere. He snuck out to get into battle. I'll make a surprise attack against the Goggles 5, our most meddling Power Ranger and Super Sentai warriors, and Renegade will have to provoke me, the greatest warrior in the universe, said Flurious. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be him thinking it, because the author puts things that sound like they're not being said out loud in italics rather than speech marks. So rather than just writing fought instead of said. Flurious managed to use a few cards from Gaja. Okay, I can imagine him stealing the stone due to summon them, but couldn't he still summon the chillers, or is that how he somehow lost that ability? Listen up and listen well. You'll destroy those meddling Power Rangers and Super Sentai, said Flurious, marching. While he was talking, he falls down out of his clumsiness. Dear God. The Goggle 5 and Satu's team decided to split into two to figure out where the United Alliance of Evil was holding its operations and contact each other. United Alliance of Evil is kind of hard to find, said Mickey. Oh, Goggle 5, let's disguise ourselves first to outsmart them. Why do you refer to your own team by their name rather than, I don't know, their individual names, Ames or Mina-san? And I can't object to that, Takanichi. As said, warfare must be won as subtly as possible if we are to win. He says in a franchise where the heroes wear the most gaudy costumes possible, and fight out in the open. Truly stealth worthy of the Kogaryu ninjas. As the Goggle 5 team disguise themselves to avoid detection, we don't get to see what they disguise themselves as. But Kimberly also bought disguises for her team. Oh yeah, nice to see they're being consistent with that, even if it seems out of character. They were just near Mount Fuji where Death Dark activities were reported by the spy camera provided by Catherine. Thanks, Kimberly, said Satu. You're always a strategist to carry around. I would not call Kimberly a strategist, so I'm gonna lightly dink the bell. Hell. Okay, team, let's get ready, said Kimberly. She threw a smoke screen, even they looked like old people wearing senior citizen clothes. You mean yutakas and kimonos? Oh my, I'm old, said Satu. And we sound old, but we don't feel old. Everybody laughed at her appearance. It's all part of my scheme. We have to look weak and senile to win this battle, and we'll find out how we can defeat them, said Kimberly. Who what? Finish your sentence. Well, the crutch is to that effect. Remember, pretend to be sickly and that we're just passing by. We can't afford to lose. Just they have their old man gag. You mean disguises. They realize that bombs are planted throughout the whole city. So we're planning to bomb the whole city, said Satu. Which is bad, very bad. And this narrative doesn't give me an excuse if I'm abandoning the old man voice. It's played out. I wonder where they're heading to. We better use sneak method. Kimberly disguises, but we are old people. It's pretty funny. It's not odd, it's really not. Oh yeah, let's contact the Goggle 5 team what we found. You don't need to keep referring to them as a team. I mean, everybody knows they're a Goggle 5. Aye, with what we found to beat the Death Dark's plot for the United Alliance of Evil. Evil, said Gunpei. And the Goggle 5 team who were clueless realized something was going on. How did they... Why are we describing them as clueless? They're hid somewhere, just being careful on them. According to a spy camera, Death Dark is somewhere near Mount Fuji. I think the monster is heating up the volcano. What? Oh no, said Kenichi. The Goggle 5 team finally transformed, getting ready for anything that could happen. They were, however, resorting to sneaking attacks. Can't have to do a sneak attack. There's no ing necessary if you're in costume. Meanwhile, the senior citizens were just around Mount Fuji. Sad to realise that Fleurs is just right in there. Fleurs, I wonder what he's going here. What's he doing here? Maybe he's who we need to screw up the operation. Our monster screws up much fire, so Fleurs is ice. Man, I think what Leon would do to him with a screwed up operation, said Satu. So one, again, he's not saying it, he's thinking it, as in no one can hear him. And two, he acknowledges that this is a horrible thing to do, and he's still going ahead with suggesting it. I think I know what to do, said Kimberly. Sakura's personal nemesis Takina's a high command member, so maybe I can fool him. Takina's a lot more than Sakura's nemesis. He's he's the arch enemy of the Goth Galaxy Rangers. I wish you could, Kim. It would definitely be to our advantage if an icy moron is going to beat Jarimoto. How do you know Florius is an icy moron? They've met all of once when Florius kicked his ass. The Goggle 5 team must be saved such a catastrophic attack, said Satu. And Kimberly threw another instant disguise pill. Instant disguise pill? What? Out to the ground, which he disguised out with Tina. Here goes nothing. Now it's time to get Florius to do his bumbling, said Kimberly. Chikina? Said the other boys. Why yes, it's me, said Kimberly. All you know better to do as I say or die. Now it's time to give instructions to Florius. Yes, Chikina, said the senior citizens. Florius and his team were marching back and forth. Kimberly disguised Chikina entered into the scene. Soon to be he approached him. Florius ran to her. Chikina, sorry to sneak out like that. I did so I could prove my worth to the organization. The United Alliance of Evil. You didn't have to call it the organization, or you could just call it the organization. When he saw Kimberly disguised Chikina. Oh, Florius, don't be upset about it, said Kimberly disguised Chikina. You can prove your worth to Emperor Renegade if you actually challenge Yuan's mantra and show him you can do a better job than he can. That way, Renegade might promote you to a higher position or send you on a mission and maybe even give the organization to you and abdicate his throne. He might even make you ruler of the universe. Oh, thanks, Chikina, said Florius. Boy, finally somebody recognized my talents. It's working. Now you're a chance against the monster, said Kimberly disguised as Chikina. You don't need to keep mentioning that she's disguised as Chikina. Okay, let's go. Oh, what are you waiting for? Go to Mount Fuji and try to prove your worth. Renegade will forgive you for sneaking out, said Kimberly disguised as Chikina. Florius was finally gone. Kimberly was still disguised as Chikina. Hey Kim, good job. I do have to admit, though, you don't look too much like Chikina, said Safu, meaning that disguise should not have worked, but oh well. Well, no time to say that. We got work to do, said Kimberly, who then disguised herself as an old woman again. Plan was really working. Goggle 5 team had finally got into Mount Fuji, but informed that his Safu and his team got in there. Meanwhile, at Mount Fuji, the senior citizens were now ready for their plan. They carried water balloons filled with cryogenic liquid which they'd received from headquarters an hour earlier. Okay, 1, what headquarters? The Goggle 5 base. And 2, about an hour passed in universe for them to have prepared this. And 3, how the hell was it delivered? The volcano was slowly building up. Oh look, said Jarimoto, the volcano's power is rising up. It will be so fun to see the volcano explode and cause much damage. We prepared our teleportation system, said Deathkiller. Well, Deathkiller, will just be a matter of time. The whole Earth will have no choice but to surrender to the Death Dark. Ah, said Mazurka. Okay. Florius was thinking of waiting for the Goggle 5 to show it to prove his worth, and now he admits the team bit. The so-called senior citizens began to protest. Get out of here, you shenanigans! That word is not even vaguely an insult. Oh, said the senior citizens who began throwing the balloons. What for? It's filled with coolant, said Jarimoto. It'll take more than that to stop me, you old man. And the old woman, but to spend the Goggle 5 team still decided it was time to spill Jarimoto's end. Spell, not spill. Goggle threw his ball at Jarimoto. Back with more, eh? Said Deathkiller. That's right. I said Goggle Red. You trying to let a volcano erupt before schedule? It's despicable. Placing federal bombs in the city is part of your scheme. We won't allow that. Goggle 5 team did their roll call. Goggle Red. Goggle Black. Goggle Blue. Goggle Yellow. Goggle Pink. Nice Sentai. Goggle 5. Again, you're missing the fight part of that roll call. Florius finally got out to do something dumb. Okay, why does the narrator hate Florius? I mean, I know what the characters do, but thought Chikina was commending him. I'll prove my worth to you all. You all just watch me become better than you, said Florius angrily. What? How could Florius be here? He's extremely a nuisance, said V1. He must have snuck in somewhere, said Gardner. Maybe a baggage judging how messed up he is. Why did he do that?
Oh, this is bad, this is a guy. He'll definitely ruin our plans. Maybe I can spill him in cold blood. I think you mean kill him. Blue decided to attack the Goggle 5 team. Look out, Goggle 5! Here I come, said Flurious. The Goggle 5 were dealing with Flurious's troops rather easily. The senior citizens, shed by disguise, reared by Araxi's Satoru and company. What's going on? Asked Flurious. Well, we've nailed you now, snowman, said Satoru. Okay, he's not a snowman, he's an iceman. Everybody morph, okay? Why is the Sentai character doing it as morphing, but he ranged character to it as hensioning? They morphed into Boken Red, Go on Black, Zero Ranger 3, Magic Yellow, and Pink Ranger 1. The Fiery Adventurer, Boken Red, Dash Dynamic, Go on Black, Zero Ranger 3, the Galloping Thunder Element, Yellow Magician, Magic Yellow, Pink Ranger. Flurious began to use his ice powers, and just at that moment he was overloaded. Flurious, look, Fruit, you're going crazy. Now time to use his ice powers to Go on Black. I'm with you, said Magic Yellow. Go on Black and Magic Yellow took the advantage to throw him out of balance. I think you mean off balance. Okay. Hang on. His ice powers hit Yorimozo, freezing a monster, disempowering it. What? Said Rion. That Flurious's interference is costing us dearly. The monster is being frozen. We can't use his powers to the full. You have to be fullest. Flurious was knocked down and Yorimozo lost his ice powers. Now our team was even. Joe's soul dies. He misspelled soldiers there. Together with Calves and Madra Man began filling the area, leaving the heroes to do battle. Goggle 5 to use their basic gymnastic moves to beat the footmen. Goggle used his hammer to crush the Calves to pieces. I thought you said he had a ball. Oh, okay, time to pick a song. Okay. Hey, Broken Red, Go on Black, Zero Ranger 3, Mad Yellow, and Pink Ranger 1 on were also involved in the battle. Broken Red drew the golden sword technique. I'm pretty sure the technique wasn't necessary for that sentence. Go on Black used his sniper abilities. He's not a sniper, he's a chaser. He has a gun, that does not make him a sniper. Hey, take away foes from afar. The Ranger 3 used his dive attack. Magiel used some boxing, and Pink Ranger 1 fired some arrows from Madara Men. Well, it's up to me now to further weaken the monster, said Goggle Pink. Goggle Pink revealed her hypnotic power, this time targeting Flurious to further attack Yorimozo. Now, I think his plan, Kimberly, it's time to put this snowman to our advantage. Now it's time to use my hypnosis, said Goggle Pink. Okay, why did you suggest that to Kimberly if it's a fort? Because it is a fort, it's again in italics. It's Pink Heart! And also, how could you have planned this? You had no idea Flurious would even show up. I'm awarding a sin for convenience. Flurious under the influence of Goggle Pink. Oh, what a woman, said Flurious, who saw an image of Mickey dressed up as an ice queen. Okay, I'm imagining the villainess from Super Sentai Junretsuja, the obscure old movie starring members of pop group Junretsu that came out a few years ago and had an ice queen as a villainess. You love me, don't you, Flurious? If you do attack Yorimozo, show your love for me, Flurious, said Goggle Pink. Of course, anything, my love, said Flurious, now in hypnotic influence. Flurious, what are you doing? Said Guardian Anger. Damn it, that Flurious is so annoying, said Flurious. Pitiful he's not, said the Iber. The Iber says some sense, he's not pitiful as the author seems to be trying to portray him. Must attack monster, said Flurious under the influence of the Pink Heart. Flurious used more of his ice power to weaken the monster before being knocked out. Talk about overheating it proved to be a red herring. Flurious must have underheat it. Let's get out of here, said Viewon to be able to pick Flurious up to make sure Valigate punishes him later. Why? Why not just leave him behind and have the Rangers kill him? That would save you some trouble. Now it's time to face the monster, said Goggle Red. Goggle Victory Flash! As they did their technique, this time it succeeded. Yorimoto's skin had broken terribly that he could be defeated. He finally fell undead. We did. We managed to beat him but not without the help of a dumb snowman, said Goggle Red. He wasn't that dumb, he was just easily duped. Well, brains work, said Goggle Pink. This had nothing to do with brains at all.
He was now knocked out and the Gordon engine failed. The Jaryu Kong was launched into battle. If anyone's confused, I point out that in the case of these giant battles for Goggle 5, instead of growing a monster, they send out a giant robot replica. Well, let's leave the battle to the Goggle 5 team, said Bogomed. Let's observe it now. And now I'm gonna try and find the right song. The Goggle Caesar was launched. Goggle Jet, Goggle Tank, and Goggle Dump were launched into the battle. No duh. Goggle Pink and Goggle Black and Goggle Pink win the Goggle Caesar. Goggle Robo was now formed. Armed. Goggle Robo began to battle Jaryu Mozo. Also, he got the name wrong. It's Go-Go Jet, Go-Go Tank, and Go-Go Dump. Alright, no, never mind. The other two are Go-Go Tank and Go-Go Dump. Never mind. I'm confused now. Goggle Robo began to attack Jaryu Mozu. Jaryu Mozu began spewing out flames from robots. However, there was snow left behind by Flurious. When did that happen? I think I know what to do, said Goggle Blue. You can ram him into the snow, he'll be weakened. That makes no sense scientifically. But a good suggestion, said Goggle Yellow. Okay, Goggle Black, fire missile at the Monter? Said Goggle Red. Sure thing, said Goggle Black. One missile coming up, said Goggle Black. In fact, one missile shot Jaryu Mozu and knocked him so. Alright, let's finish this. Goggle Laser Sword, said Goggle Red. That is not even close to the correct phrase. It's the Earth Sword. Its attack is the Electric Galaxy Cut. Galaxy Slash. And Goggle Laser Sword said Goggle Blue. Goggle Laser Sword said Goggle Yellow. You got it wrong 3 times in a row. How stupid do you have to be to make that mistake? Goggle Roll finally performed its physical attack on Jaryu Kong, taking Jaryu Mozo with it. At the Death Dark headquarters, Fura Tabu was punching both Death Killer and Berserk with his laser beams. Death Mark was there to watch them. Forgive us, sire, said both Death Killer and Berserker. This plan could have gone so well, but you failed, said Fura Tabu. And you, Death Mark, think of another plan to defeat the Goggle 5. Then Death Mark also got laser beam punishment. Yes, sire, said Death Mark, Death Killer and Berserker. Heroes are finally celebrating their victory. Satura's now climbing up mountain with Kenichi. Kimberly and Mika showing each other's ability in gymnastics. Gunpei was seen playing chase with Kenichi. Rocky Santo trying his best in hockey against Saburo. Futoshi now seen learning boxing with Tsubasa. Okay, what you mentioned Kenichi twice. I think the second one was meant to be Kanpei as in Kuroda. Then again, as someone pointed out to me when I made the same mistake, his speciality was shogi, not chess. 2 games are similar in that they're both traditional games of strategy, but they're not the same thing. I guess we now see more brains working better than brawn, says Satu. Again, this lesson means nothing if you repeat it rather than show it. Besides, we didn't need Cole Evans and Akame to help as of this time. That should be this time. The as of is utterly unnecessary. Good job, Kimberly. By the way, your Tadina's guide is really funny. It wasn't. It really wasn't. I wonder what could happen to Flurious right now. I don't want to know, said Kimberly, snickering. Yes, let's laugh at the horrible fate Flurious is likely undergoing. And speaking of which, just as they were speaking, at the Sentai year 2011, Flurious was getting into hot water with his Emperor. Renegade was blowing up Flurious, but he spilled some of his wine from his wine glass. Forgive me, Emperor, I just wanted to prove my worth. That's all I wanted to show. I met Takina told me, said Flurious. Inexcusable! Since when would Takina commend you, said Renegade. He really seems to have a rather negative opinion of his minions, we assumed they wouldn't commend to her. You know better than to sneak out just like that. The mission is failure and it's all your fault, you snowman. Well, no, it was the Rangers figuring out your monster's rather predictable weakness. Buon, bring him the torture room. Shouldn't that be bring him to the torture room and beat him up real good? Yes, sire, said Buon. No, Spirit King said. Sire, let me join in too. How dare you use my name in vain? Go ahead, Takina. You can join him, but more of a Goria, said Renegade. What blood would be spilled by an Iceman? And Flurious is dragged by the Jaryu soul to the torture room. We gotta think of other strategies than just time travel to get rid of the Super Sentai Force and the Power Rangers, said Renegade. And he does not do that, instead carrying on with the same time travel plot. How those heroes get dropped in here is something I've got to fathom, but one of them pretty much intrigues me. She's really what I call an item worthy adding to an evil overlord's harem. Kimberly hard to be great. This begins one of the fix's more maligned elements. If it's already been set up before, I've forgotten. Anyway, we've got more another maligned element coming up next chapter, so dread that. Well, sire, I do hope you're not falling in love with Kimberly, said Tranza. Don't question me, Tranza, I'll grab up into my collection. This is not love, but lust, said Radiguet. That doesn't make it better. Heck, Radiguet did like Maria that much, but she always hated him. That's true. And now he's enjoying women held against their will and using him up until he's bored, said Tranza. You mean like he did with Maria? That doesn't sound like the huge change you're trying to make it out as. Now back to the heroes. They've now returned back into the Sentai year 2011 in the new Skybase. It's really too bad Kenichi was born way ahead of me, said Satu. That literally means nothing. You could just meet him in the present. He'd be like 40. I look forward to venting with you some other time, said Adam Park. You Boken's a pretty interesting bunch. Gina then saw Catherine, his second ex-girlfriend. Tommy then saw Catherine, his second ex-girlfriend. You know, Tommy, even if we have broken up, we can still and always be friends, said Catherine with a reassuring smile on her face. Anyway, that's all in the past. Welcome to the Alliance, said Tommy. By the way, Zordon is here too. Zordon, said Catherine. Zordon appeared before with Alpha 5. Zordon, is that really you? asked Catherine. Indeed it's me. Now, your Zeo powers will be back for you to join in the fight against evil, said Zordon. All of a sudden, he didn't actually give her a morph or anything. Director Aya Odagiri came and said, well, we do have a new recruit. Bulk Skull, please show her to her room. Yes, ma'am, said Bulk and Skull, both dressed up as bellboys for some reason. By the way, said Director Aya Odagiri, we'll start providing for your needs like soldiers and paying you a decent salary so you people can enjoy your stay here. Okay, but what bank are you going to deposit the money in, or are you just going to directly hand them bills? Thanks, said Catherine. Catherine's mind was Tommy, her one-time ex-boy friend, and now we've met each other again. Jason came to greet her. Catherine, so you're here too, said Jason. But I am, said Catherine. Director I may be strict with all our operations, but she's a really nice person. A really nice person. I'll let the people in the audience remember that for next chapter. I didn't have to find my face again. You may want to meet the Supreme Commander soon, said Jason. Thought he already had. And, oh sure, said Catherine. Billy and Ranu Itsuki ran around to her. Hi Catherine, this is Ranu Itsuki, said Billy. Oh hi, said Ranu. Is she your girlfriend? I thought you were obsessed with her, said Catherine. We did break up, said Billy. She's a really nice person, but she's not my girlfriend. You're interested to read what she does. In fact, she's way smarter than I am. Okay, that's pretty much character shilling at its finest. I'm ringing the bell. Since Ranu is not that much smarter than Billy in canon. And you'd be interested to see her lectures. In fact, helping become a walking laboratory. Billy was already a walking laboratory. Billy, you're being too modest again, said Ranu, remarking Billy also amazed her as well in one way or another. Should that be remarking that? And also, shouldn't we hear the remark rather than just being told it was made? Oh, I guess you two are just denying it, said Kevin, laughing. Both Billy and Manu got kind of red all over denying what they truly felt. What? Oh, you mean they actually are in love about denial? Timmy and Comley are about to rekindle their past led by Drill Rangers. Go Guys is still trying to call their vengeance against the Zangyak forces. Not even in the real life audience members are battles against the Zangyak. Masco's hogged the spotlight in that regard. And there was a time the timeline got screwed up. Now what events await our heroes? Okay, this chapter was rather self-defeating in its message. Instead of having outsmart a superior foe, we instead just went with a rather basic weakness and exploited an opportunity to use it, but it had no way of knowing. Also, the Flurry's abuse. If you hate Operation Overdrive so much, just don't include it. You don't have to include a character just to humiliate them. And speaking of including characters to humiliate them, join us next time where we look at Chapter 16, Dynamic Explosion, which is supposed to be about the Dynaman, but it takes a turn for the worse really early on.